Welcome back here, 2016 Millennium Series, the second stop here, the European Masters in Bitburg, Germany. I'm Matty Marshall, alongside Patrick Warble from Frankfurt Syndicate and Nick Sloviak. Next set coming at you, it's going to be Breakout Spa taking on Scorpions Milano. Looking forward to this game, and as well as the MLKings, one of the favorites here, taking on London Nexus, longtime professional paintball team representing England and in a rebuilding stage right now. So this Breakout Spa and Scorpions Milano match I think is really interesting. We know the Scandinavians from Scorpions Milano, they've won tournaments before, they've been to the top of the mountain, they're trying to rebuild that team. This is their first year in the CPL, and Breakout Spa taking second place at the first event in Barcelona. So Patrick, what do you think about this matchup?
Well, I'm a little bit think that Breakout will be a little bit ahead. Yeah, we practiced them last week in Germany, the weekend before in Belgium, and they just have like a really good solid snake side, a really solid Dorito side. Yeah, they have Archie.
Yes.
And
always the helps to have Archie Montemayor on your team.
Moritz, like a German guy on their squad who's playing the Wu-Tang bunker in the middle like really well. So
yeah, he is.
I think they have a good arsenal of weapons everywhere on the field. Yeah, so
they really do. And on the flip side, Scorpions Milano, they also have a very well-rounded group, and bringing their core members from Scandinavia, from Sweden and Norway, and they really impressed us there at that first event. So I think it's just going to be a matter of time.
I just think Scorpions have everything it takes to be there. Just that Breakout has like the same roster the last 3 years, and they're just like playing really solid together. So we see what's happening.
Yeah, so we'll see. So here in the first point, as we're looking at it here from the side of Scorpions Milano, losing a body there, losing another body there in the back center, and still a body there in the snake, but it looks like he's going to get pulled out here on a penalty. So you can see Maximus Lundqvist there.
Pretty much by himself left in the...
Yeah, he got saved there as he blew the horn to try to keep Max from getting run down. So the first point is going to go to Breakout Spa.
But it's interesting to see that Archie is actually attacking now. Usually they keep him a little bit in the middle, yeah, as a semi-attacker, and he just attacked, I think, Doritos. And they usually have like a German, Belgian guy who's super aggressive playing the Doritos. So if you can rely on Archie and him, that's like a solid matchup.
Yeah, they do have a pretty well-rounded team now, and you can see there, here's the roster for the next two teams coming out, MLKings Prague and London Nexus. And you can see the big pickup this year for MLKings, getting Ryan Greenspan on their squad, as well as Kyle Spica and Dalton Vanderbilt. And we saw, Spica and Dalton played so well together in the Paris event, and then getting Ryan on the squad. So, pretty deep is, again, the MLKings, they also have the, the Mars brothers. It's like Slava, he can play some ball. I mean, that's another team that's getting pretty deep here. So. And taking on a Nexus team that has seen better days, but they were able to save their spot in the CPL last year in Paris. So we'll see if they can pick things up in the 2016 season.
But did MLKings bring Ryan, Dalton, and Kyle? I think they usually bring only two.
Yeah, I think they only brought Ryan and Kyle, because I haven't seen Dalton here, and I've seen both Spica and Greenspan. So Greenspan playing the D side right now here in the first point. And we can see there in the snake for the MLKings.
The MLKings player over here now to the 50 Doritos.
But London Nexus just jumping into Snake 2. So a pretty even field spread right now, but MLKings for sure being in the advantage, being in Snake 2 as well, and crossing just Doritos. But Ryan takes the hit and has to leave the field.
Yeah, Ryan got shot there trying to get from D4 to that 50-yard line, and he's going to take the early walk here for the MLKings. London Nexus also dropping bodies, making moves.
Yeah, London Nexus, as you were saying, Matty, a team that's definitely in a rebuilding phase. A lot of history with that team name, and I'd almost like, I would love to throw out a challenge to any of the players in Great Britain to hey, take pride in that name. Just say Syndicate, a name in Germany, a team that's been around forever. That you've picked up some some new guys that are playing really aggressive and playing really well for you. That if I'm from Germany, I want to play for, being from the Chicago area, it was always Shock. I want to play for Shock.
From California, I wanted to play in the Ironman. Same thing.
I want to wear that on, wear that that logo, that banner across my chest and represent, you know, say for me it was just the team, but you know, for here it's the country. And so, you know, I would raise a challenge up to all the Great Britain players to, hey, you know, help support Nexus and, you know, try and make them better. And I think they're saying the phase that they're in, they're doing a good job of it. I think they can do a better job. But say in your case, Pat, with your team, you guys are doing a fantastic job, you know, and we can go back and
carrying
talk about
that legacy on.
Yeah, and then just, you know, I think a lot of people kind of wrote Syndicate off coming into this year because of the I just from the things I've heard, I'm like, hey, you guys have proven everyone wrong, right, with the way you guys played in Spain and Barcelona, and then even this last match, you know, it didn't go your way, but it definitely could have, especially from the viewpoint that we had up here. I'm sure you saw things a little differently, and we tried to come into the pit and listen to you talk. You switched to German, so we're like, oh crap, you know. But it was a good game, and you had another minute or things went differently just in 1 point.
Have done something, but
Yep.
Once we didn't see them being productive on the field,
You
and
had to throw
and the third guy getting shot, then we
Then
threw
throw
the
the
towel.
towel.
But
Yeah.
pretty much Tondas had like a really good clock management during the game.
Yeah,
It
well,
was-
Nick, what you had just said to him was what Pat and I had just spoke about before you came up
Yeah.
here in the broadcast booth.
Yes.
Same exact
Yeah.
conversation. So we'll ask you a little bit more. I want to pick your head about that
Sure.
game, Pat, as we move forward here. But right now, getting back in this match, Scorpions Milano taking on Breakout Spa. Breakout Spa up by 1. We're looking over the shoulders here in our breakout cam for Scorpions.
Yeah, you can see Maximus Lundqvist there on your screen in the back center standing over the top. He made his way and was the last body left alive for his team. That first point up there at the wall. Now kind of looking to make a move. You can see him probing over the top, going to make his way now over to the snake side to double up that mini wall bunker. Going to look to put pressure and get his team moving down that side.
But there's still 5 guys for Scorpions Milano alive and not 4, okay? But no one is in the snake yet from Scorpions, yeah?
Which is surprising, right? Because with this layout, Pat, you've seen a lot of teams easily make that snake one on the break.
Yeah.
Although, in your game against the Tauntauns, both teams are losing quite a few bodies off the break on that side as well.
It was heavy shooting, especially for snake 1 guys to get in, yeah?
Yeah, and you can see there on your screen the Breakout Spa players over there on that side now.
Yeah, so, and still 5 players left alive right now for Breakout Spa. I see 1 right there in Snake 1, stand-up temple. That's 2, 3 there in D1.
And having a really good field spread.
And
They're
then 2
like,
more right here in the back spot.
they're all across the field.
And they're
similar.
they're spread out wide. And they lose a body out of his bunker there in Snake 1, losing that gunfight. But I was going to say, they also had their guns the right way, too, making sure they had the whole field covered. And now another move being made here of Scorpions, able to make it into Snake 2.
Scorpions pretty much just took advantage of that G that they had on Breakout in the Snake 1 and just pushed forward to get in better positions now. So from our position right now, Scorpions has a little bit better positions, yeah, being in Snake 2 and the Dorito 2. Or the Dorito 1 pretty much here.
Yeah, it depends if we're counting that back spot as D1 or not. I'm kind of
It's
counting
called D1, yeah.
What are you calling it, Pat?
D1.
D1? Okay.
D1.
Calling the back spot as D1?
No, the back spot is
I'm calling that back.
right.
Yeah, I'm calling that back. Yeah, that's the back bunker. D1 to me is.
Yeah, that's where he is in right now. Where
It's where
Knut is right
Knut
now.
is. Yeah.
Well,
But
things have
Breakout
definitely-
pushing Doritos and being now in Dorito 3, yeah.
Yeah. So good move by Breakout to get down the Dorito side, although things have definitely slowed down quite a bit than for what we're used to. A little bit longer points here in this set with Scorpion and Breakout. Score 1-0 in favor of Breakout. You can see Breakout there on your screen. In that 40 Dorito, he's playing heads up, trying to get a shot on the Dorito 1 and Dorito corner player of Scorpion Milano.
But
Scorpion Milano just
leapfrogged around their Snake 2 and the Snake 1 player and made it into Snake 50, yeah?
Yeah, we've seen some pretty aggressive play thus far today. On that Snake side, you can see now the Scorpion player making a move that way. Misses a shot on the Breakout player and comes all the way down. He's going to get him. Oh!
Yeah, Saban.
Doesn't commit and comes out too
Did he
wide and
trade?
gets taken
No.
out.
I think
No, he
might have
missed
got
him.
Did he miss
No,
him?
he did,
Yeah,
he
he
did,
did.
he
He got
did.
that shot. I thought I saw a ball
Yeah.
break. So nice move by Saban. Samuelson over
leaving
there,
the
snake
snake-
side.
Leaving the Snake side completely open. So I think that's Carl with the red hat here. He needs to fill out to the Snake again.
Yeah,
Get
or-
wide on the field.
He's trying to go in there, clean up where his brother, or take up where his brother left off. Carl and Saban, the Samuelson brothers, formerly of Joy Division, now playing with the Scorpions.
But it looks like he doesn't know. Yeah. Maybe he should have gone a little bit further down to the Snake side, but he knows what he's doing, so.
We'll see. We've got a pretty decent Dorito battle over here, where both teams are matched up there in the 4 Doritos, only about 10 feet separating the two.
Yeah, it's Snoot for the Scorpions. I feel one of their more consistent players. Really saw him in Barcelona, living in spots and really working his gunfights, not dying as much as some of his other teammates. You know, very consistent player, but now he's the first attacker, and looks like Carl must have been listening to you, Pat, as he finally made his way over to that snake side.
But Breakout tries to match.
Yeah, Archie Monomer gets taken out trying to fill into that snake.
Oh,
that's going to do it.
Player for Breakout tried to come over here and catch Newt sleeping. Newt was like, "Oh, sorry, man. I know you're coming," and blasted him. So that's a pretty solid point here by Scorpions to tie this game up, one apiece.
Do you think it was key that Scorpions Milano didn't lose a single guy pretty much in the first 30 seconds of the game? We knew from Syndicate side playing Tauntauns that like their breakouts were usually super defensive at the beginning, but then within 10 seconds they would just.
Yeah, they also looked like the Tauntauns really got their off-the-break shots dialed in on you guys towards that mid part of the game when they started to put some points on the board. But then you guys countered that. So, but yeah, you know, we've seen some good off-the-break shots. And as the tournament progresses, we'll see which of those lanes are really going to open up and which aren't.
No, but from what we just saw from Scorpions Milano, like they were 5 alive, and I don't think they went too far off the break. They didn't even commit going into Snake One or Snake Corner at all. And then they did that in the second part of the game.
Yeah, it's true, but that Snake side, it's really hard to shoot those guys off the break going to the Snake off the break. We have seen guys die, though, from the mini wall bunker on the Snake side.
Yeah, and there you have a nice breakout, a delayed breakout by Nexus to make their way into the Snake, but he gets shot as he tries to take that move into the Snake too. Looks like MLKings, all 5 bodies alive there on the right-hand side of your screen. London Nexus on your left.
And MLKings like pushing already Dorito 3, yeah?
Yeah, super quick move. Looks like that's Ryan Greenspan trying to get a little redemption from his move last game. Nexus losing bodies all over the field. It looks like they only have 1 body left alive, and Ryan Greenspan's going to come down, polish him off. So really quick point by MLKings to take the second point here. Going to go up 2-0 as soon as they hit this buzzer and get checked out by the refs unless Nexus concedes. So there's Ryan Greenspan of San Diego Dynasty playing for MLKings over here with Kyle Spica. Hitting the buzzer, going to get checked out. Probably get Ryan up here to give you guys some paintball chatter. So good point, really super quick point by MLKings. Some nice off-the-break shooting on that Snake side, and then Ryan Greenspan, as you were pointing out, Pat, just didn't even look like anyone was shooting at him as he made his way down this Dorito side.
And you never want a guy like Ryan Greenspan without having a gun on him on the field, yeah? Then he would just take advantage within seconds. And
yeah, his timing is definitely top-notch, and that's just what comes from, you know, being behind that gun for as long as he has at the level that he has. I mean, we're in 2016. Ryan Greenspan's been playing pro paintball since, I think, Dynasty went pro in 2000, so going on his 16th year here.
But he must have played like 2-3 years before that, or?
Yeah, well, they had Out of Control and the Iron Kids. I believe that was '99. So yeah, about 98, 90. I think '99 is when he started playing high-level competitive paintball, but they went pro in 2000.
It's a great story.
It's one of the best paintball stories ever told.
Still telling it.
Yeah, it's still going.
so
Archie, the best part.
Archie attacking for Breakout and making Dorito 1 off the break, and Moritz, the tall German guy who's playing usually the center really well, also goes into the center but knees down. Usually plays it up top, so everybody knows that he's there.
Right. No, I'm really happy you pointed that out, Pat. We saw a lot of people actually playing that wall bunker down on their knees. You know, not playing up like they were in Barcelona. You know, maybe to try and hide themselves, just to play a little more sneaky. It looks like MLKings lose at least 1 body off the break. You can see 1 body walking off into the pit, maybe 2 bodies it looks like. So only 3 bodies left alive for
Scorpions Milano.
What did I say, MLKings?
Yeah,
oh, crap.
It's difficult up here.
for Scorpions, sorry. My bad, guys.
But I mean, Breakout has really good field spread being in Snake 1 only, but being in Dorito 1 and the tall center bunker, yeah? What do you call it now?
I call it the wall.
The wall?
Call it the wall.
Okay.
I think the wall is the most appropriate description of that thing. You know, it starts with W. It's a giant wall.
It is.
I don't know. People were calling it the wind bunker. I'm like, why are we calling it the wind bunker? You don't need that bunker to win the point.
Chances are you're not going to win from there. You're going to get bunkered from there.
Yeah. I mean, I was a fan of the Wu-Tang, you know.
The Wu is good.
Yeah.
Wario.
The
You know any German names for it?
we actually do call it on Syndicate. We still call it M because everybody's used to calling it M.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
I've yelled out with 187. Someone's at the X. You know, we haven't had an X in how many years?
I can't. I don't know, a long time.
You know, 5+ years.
But Scorpions Milano being only with 3 guys left on the field, not having anyone really committing to the snake side, will leave the snake side open for Breakout to move down. What they just do, they just cross the 50s and take advantage of Carl trying to refill to that snake side to get a little bit wider.
And that is going to force him to concede the point. There was Duchesne in the snake for Breakout Spa, who are going to go up 2-1 right now with 7 minutes and 33 seconds left to go. And that was a really solid point there from Breakout Spa.
Yeah.
And what we saw also too in their practice, you know, there's Coach Todd Martinez, longtime world champion. He's a 5-time champion when he was playing, and then went to Infamous, helped them coach them to a victory, and then helped coach Vicious to top 4 finish in the U.S. professional leagues, and now coming over to help out Breakout Spa, our commentator, obviously in the States with Go Sports. But he finally got some time to work with this crew. Was there at practice at their home field, and then came out and had practice with him yesterday. I saw him flipping out, though, yelling at him about communication. You know, that's always a big thing with Todd, communication.
About communication, okay.
Yes. So,
but they had some good stories from Barcelona, because Todd just came to Barcelona, didn't have a practice before, and they had difficulties like clicking in the first 1-2 matches. And then as said, then it worked really, really well with Todd together.
Yeah, well, then they ran off at, what do they have, 20 or 22 unanswered points?
Yeah, one of the most dominant performances we saw in Barcelona is Nexus now making a move. We haven't seen a player play this pin over here. He gets a kill crossfield on the Dorito side right away. Takes out Slava as he tries to make his way over here.
I just want to say, if that's not a spot where you're going to stay in for.
Not for long, but it did pay a little dividends early. I mean, he did get a kill. We haven't seen anyone play that spot at all. But yeah, like you said, Pat, you really can't live there for long.
It's I think important, like for those players, if they make a move like that, maybe he was surprised that he was still alive and just stays in there. But if you want to go across the 50s, you should always, or bunker someone out, just know where's your next spot where you're going to stop, and not just like, hey, I'm still alive, I don't know what to do, I probably just wait here. And
so you can see on your screen there a snake battle developing between the MLKings and London Nexus, as Nexus makes a nice move up there into the 40-50 snake. MLKings there on your screen looking to make a move, possibly go trade out, checking off through the center. Looks like he might wrap into kill. No, player's clean over there for Nexus. So 4-on-4.
It's Kyle Speaker here in the snake. He's just looking to make a bump to snake 3, what he's doing right now.
Yeah,
walking up and taking out.
Well, Ryan was calling kills crossfield. He had got that kill. Wanted to make sure that his teammates had been able to register that kill. And now it looks like Kyle Spica coming off there. Here comes Ryan launching to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, Ryan just took, before he started launching, he took out the Dorito side. And yeah, pretty much just they only have to finish them off now, because it's only 1 guy alive versus 3 MLKing guys. Yeah.
So Ryan's going to close the gap, take out that last player. So nice little 3-pack there for Ryan Greenspan. He got that kill on the D side, then shoots the other guy in front of him, and then runs down the last player.
And like minute ago, he was by himself in a Dorito corner here versus 2 Nexus guys.
Yeah.
And somehow takes him out, runs down, and gets a 3-pack.
That's why you pay Ryan Greenspan.
Yeah.
Good job, Ryan.
Yeah. There you have Ryan Greenspan run off the field there on your screen. Coming back to this breakout.
So it's 3
Scorpion game.
3 unanswered points so far from Nexus, yeah?
Yeah, and you know, it's Nexus definitely, they didn't look bad on the breakout. I like that move to the pin. I like the shot cross field. They got that early elimination. Maybe, like you said, hey, obviously it doesn't look like you're going to live very long in there, especially when Kyle Spica makes a move to the snake 2.
Yeah.
But you have to know, if I get that spot and I do my job, what's the next step? Either I go through or I go back.
Yes.
Right? You have to have a game plan to that.
Yes.
And maybe that's what's hurting Nexus. They don't just, hey, I'm just going to go to this pin and see what happens. Well, if you know, you're going to be competing in the CPL against the top teams in Europe and teams, you know, across the world, across the globe, you have to have a better game plan than just, oh, I'm just going to go up the middle and try this.
And then be surprised, hey, I'm still alive. Okay.
Now what? Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, it's depth of plans, but then it's also just composure at midpoint, man. You have to be able to play that whole point out, these longer points too, and when things aren't going your way. So right now, back into this game here, Breakout spot up by 1. Right now in Scorpions Milano, 2-1 is the score, 7:26 to go.
But Breakout just losing a guy off the break, and Scorpions Milano being spread pretty good on the field, being like in the snake corner and Dorito 1, but just like we talk about it. He gets shot in the snake corner, so it's pretty much even now, 4-4.
Did he come out from the corner? I was going to say, I thought Ducharme, I was going to say, I was pretty impressed. I thought he ran and shot to the snake 1.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
You can see
they made off the break snake corner, and then he refilled from the guard bunker.
You can see there on your screen the line out here for Scorpions Milano. 4 players left alive. See Snake 1, stand-up temple. We're calling this D1. There's also the back bunker. This is the back bunker on the D side of the field, but this is D1. And they also have a player here in the stand-up temple shooting towards that snake side. So 4 players left alive for Scorpions, 4 for Breakout Spa. And Breakout Spa still up by 1. Longer points here in this match.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I think it's down just because of the limited paint, yeah? Because no one can really put too much pressure on them. I mean, Breakout just losing Archie in Dorito 1. Okay.
Yeah, it's bad death for Archie right there, as he's going to walk off. So it's going to put Scorpions Milano on a little bit of an advantage. You can see they yell that kill cross field.
But Manuel, the German-Belgian guy, just refilling from the Dorito corner into the Dorito 1. He's just getting checked, but he's clean. And although Breakout only has 3 guys on the field alive, they have a pretty decent field spread.
Yeah, and being up 1 point, 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this matchup, they're in a position where we've seen teams hold these spots and force other teams to come to them.
So Saban playing the aggressor over here. Saban Samuelson now to the 50-yard line. Well, not quite to the 50-yard line. That mini wall bunker is the 50. And there goes another body dropping off for the
But why did Breakout? They were in
Spa.
Snake 1 and went back to the guard bunker. I didn't understand that.
Well, they're just losing some gunfights right now. Even Scorpions.
Only 1 guy left from Breakout. This is 4 guys now. Guy here left in the Dorito.
Scorpions trying to finish this one out here, and that is going to force Coach Todd Martinez to concede the point, and that is going to tie it up at 2. It's going to be 2-2 with right around 5 minutes to go, but a real solid long point here, won by Scorpions Milano, and we're looking in the pits right now.
So what I really like is that Scorpions Milano made the second point, and it's 2-2. It's not like Breakout is running through like in the prelims in Barcelona, yeah?
Yeah, well, you know, we talked about this. This is one of those games that we wanted to see. Let's listen in real quick here. This is the Scorpions Milano coach.
But we take a small guy to Snake.
Yes.
And you feel Cobra. Yeah, and help him from there.
Okay.
But don't stress it.
I kommer inte göra.
No.
So there's Saban Samuelson, the 1 playing the first attacker on the snake side of the field. Longtime veteran professional paintball player. He's was one of Joy Division's better players. Involved in a lot of craziness over the years, and some, you know, in those victories that Joy was able to take in the States years ago.
Especially at the NPPL versus Dynasty.
Yep, that's
some legendary games.
Yeah, exactly. So now it looks like the referee's checking out Nexus guns right now before this next point begins.
They didn't do that last event, yeah? Or did they?
No, it's a new
they
rule.
didn't. It's a new rule.
Yeah. It's a new rule?
It's a new rule that we were made aware of this morning. Don't know where it came from, just something that the Millennium is now doing. They're going to randomly at 10 seconds stop the game, and they're going to, for today, give you a minute to check your gun or fix your gun should it be shooting hot, and I think tomorrow it will be a penalty.
Because one of the Tauntauns guys left the field and came back with a different gun, and I said, like, hey, it's 10 seconds,
so
how can he...
Today only, I think they're going to give you the warning.
Okay.
It's a new rule. Now, so Pat,
I was
wait a
also
second.
well, did
why
you
are they
know
doing-
going into today that
No.
was a... No, so
But
new rule pops up, they don't tell anyone.
I mean, I don't even know if they really do have those team captains meeting before tournaments yet, but we never went there like the last at least 7 years or something.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you know the rules at the beginning of the season, and then
Well, I just got a little info from down in our booth that apparently it's not a new rule. They're just deciding to enforce it. So that's what I'm being told.
okay.
I mean, the Tauntauns we get.
Yeah.
So 10 minutes to go here. It's been all MLKings against Nexus. And you can see the breakout for Nexus deciding to go all the way, make it out wide here. Back bunker on the snake side of the field. You can see that little pin here, man. It's not a very big spot, but it can be effective because you're out so wide. And it looks like a couple bodies are dropping, or a body here, Nick, dropping from MLKings, and a body dropping for Nexus as well, as they lose, well, 2 bodies over here for Nexus coming off on that D side.
Looks like Ryan Greenspan gets taken out too, so it looks like it's a 3-on-3.
But Nexus loses that complete Dorito side, and it leaves them like in really, really tight spots, only on the pretty much snake side and a tall Aztec bunker on a snake.
And
so
now Kyle Spica is hunting, trying to call that kill, screaming at the referee to get in there and try to call that guy out. Not getting it though.
Yeah, and Kyle is going to say he needs to put himself in a position here. Now he's trying to battle the tower on the inside, but if he just goes down the tape, he's going to be in a really good position to shoot both players. As you can see, that 50 is out wider than the Snake 1 and Snake 2, and Kyle does make that move and gets the last 2 players on Nexus. So MLKings, who did lose a couple bodies early on, we thought it stayed away. Probably one of the closest points we've seen this match. He's going to go up 4-0 with 8 minutes and 49 seconds left to go in this match. MLKings doing a good job of winning the breakout and then just staying alive to close these points out.
And also the Czech guys, like Thomas, for example, now.
Yeah.
I mean, we always usually talk like, because you see those power moves from Kyle and Ryan, and then we like, it's not just Ryan and Kyle who won the game. I mean, Thomas made a pretty good move, staying alive, pushing to the Rios, and then for sure Kyle ran through and took out the last 2 guys.
Yeah, and you see the Mars there, obviously, as well, doing a good, solid work. But yeah, you know, that's the good thing about the MLKings, is they have depth, which is why they're able to hang with the best teams out here. Unfortunately, you know, London Nexus still on that rebuild and just not quite at the level that the MLKings are on. But, you know, what a great move by Kyle Spica down on that snake side. And we're going to have Spica actually going to be up here doing a little guest commentary for us up in the booth later on this afternoon.
Yeah, and it goes back to what Pat just said. You know, Kyle was able to make that move because Thomas made that. You know, Ryan Greenspan got shot in the back behind him, but Thomas kept pushing forward and forced the guns of Nexus to go the other way. He put with the pressure that he was applying down that Dorito side, he forced Nexus to have to focus and get super tight in their bunkers, and that allowed Kyle Spica to apply some pressure of his own and just run down the field and pull that point out for him. So, yeah, like you said, both of you, like great depth by the MLKings, and we've seen them perform. You know, they took second at Paris last year, and they didn't have the tournament they wanted to in Barcelona. They missed. I think they lost a few games, one in overtime for sure. On a rule, you know, they didn't realize the overtime point goes to the team with the highest body should the time run out. Looks like the refs here are doing another check of the guns at 10 seconds, so definitely making sure that this rule's being enforced now.
I think it's good that they do it, but if it was a rule, then, I mean, okay, give everybody today a day to adjust.
Which is, I think that's what they're doing, again, from what I heard, is tomorrow, if they catch you with a hot gun,
but it's probably good to do it. I would always go on the field with like a gun shooting 299, yeah, so.
I thought for a second, you'd be like,
yeah, I know.
It's always good to go out there with at least one gun shooting 320.
Oh, yeah.
No. But,
so we got ourselves a little battle, a little action up here at the wall as Breakout goes up there to trade out. And it looks like people are just dropping from Scorpion and Milano.
Archie's on the attack. Yeah, Archie's taking full advantage of these bodies coming off. Another body's dropping right now. Looks like, I think, just 2 bodies left alive for the Scorpions. See their Snake, and then right here, stand-up Temple.
And Snake player gets taken out,
yeah,
so only one body.
Archie's right over here, and you can't really quite see him, but he's trying to come and get an angle on the last player. But Archie being careful.
Yeah, it's going to force. I think Scorpion might have. Did they just concede the point? No, they didn't. That was the other field. So only one body that I'm seeing. Or 2 bodies, I'm sorry. 2 bodies for Scorpion. One in the mini wall bunker and one over there on the Dorito side in that tower left alive. So Breakout with a 1 body advantage.
Well, yeah,
but where's the 5th guy?
Well, there still is 1 player left alive. He's at the mini wall bunker. But that's going to force him to concede. Yeah, there's just 2 players left alive for the Scorpions, but you know, Archie did a really good job coming down here on the D side, got all the way past the 50-yard line, but really it was just the off-the-break shots, just winning that quick battle there. Breakout Spa shot a couple more bodies than Scorpions, and gonna put him up a point here.
And what I really liked about Archie was that he went so far down, shooting all the guys, but then he took the tempo, like the speed down, stayed alive, didn't do anything stupid, because he was the only guy alive on that field. Like you would have gotten shot, what happens probably to guys who are not as skilled as Archie, yeah, that they don't know how to slow it down. The gang could have switched completely because there was no one from Breakout really backing him up, yeah.
Yeah, and that's Archie being Archie, you know, realizing that, hey, I am the only body over here.
Let's listen in real quick here in the pits.
I shot him already.
We were both shooting him. I came around, you came and I saw paint splashing, shot him in the back.
So yeah, Archie's saying that he shot the wall player before Breakout went around and committed to taking him out. So here we go, London Nexus on your screen, trying to get some point on the board. They do shoot an ML King player over here on the break, heading out to the corner. So nice off the break shooting by Nexus. They do have all 5 bodies alive. So let's see if they can get this point on the board. MLKings filling back out over here to the Dorito side to try and spread the field.
And London Nexus really must do something now, because it's 4 unanswered point, and with the mercy rule here in Europe, being 5 points scored by MLKings, and the game is over. So they really have to win that point now.
Yeah, London Nexus trying to avoid getting shut out, and mercy rule here. Greenspan now on the snake side of the field, on your screen. Nobody on the D side right now for the MLKings.
Now they did lose that body off the break as Kyle Spica calls his shot on the wall player, making his move to the 50 snake. So 4 on 3 in favor of MLKings as Spica now goes on to
Kyle Spica just
didn't know he
throws
was
his body
there.
away.
Yeah.
It's a little miscommunication there. There's no way Kyle Spica knew that that bunker was hot and just basically crawled right into his gun. See there on your screen for Nexus, and then Ryan Greenspan is just gonna make quick work. Runs down the player in the snake. Looks like he's still untouched. Ryan Greenspan gonna give himself another what 2-3 pack right there.
At least a 3-pack there,
At least a 3-pack.
I think is hilarious because you see Kyle Spica, you know, fall asleep on the snake player, and then Ryan Greenspan's like, you know what? I'm just gonna run the whole length of the field and shoot all the last guy.
Ryan
like,
Greenspan
like, what just happened
Ryan
there?
Greenspan just dunking on people
Oh
today.
my gosh, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, his confirmed kill count is gonna be up there pretty high this morning.
So 5-0 is the mercy rule taking effective. Taking it effective. What's the word I'm missing there? but like pretty much finishing the game. Yeah, 5-0.
Oh, there's another Dynasty member over here laughing it up with Kyle Spica and Ryan Greenspan.
Marcelo Margot.
And who's Marcelo playing with over here? He's playing in the SPL, I believe.
I
don't think he's on a CPL team.
No, he's not. He's not on a CPL team. I'm not sure who he's playing with.
Well, he's over here helping him out, helping do a little. So now it's Coach Marcelo Margot.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Which shows really good team spirit. Yeah. He doesn't play on the team, but he's in the morning up, helping in the pits. Yeah, because he plays probably in the afternoon.
Yep.
But he's still with his team guys from, or teammates from.
So congratulations to MLKings taking that first point or first match against London Nexus 5-2-0. 4 minutes and 11 seconds left in game time for this matchup against Scorpion Milano, who are on your screen right there, taking on Breakout Spa.
Yeah, and MLKings making it look real good too. Definitely gonna have to give the MVP award in that first game to Ryan Greenspan, probably, as I think probably had around 10 confirmed kills.
Yeah, easily. And you know what? And the thing, like say, Ryan Greenspan being able to do the things he did because of the overall play by that whole team. No one played bad on MLKings. Everyone played pretty clutch. So we're going to watch this breakout of Scorpion Milano there on your screen. Samuelson shooting cross field from the tower. Nice secondary move to the Dorito 1 by there on the screen. Camera's taking some paint, some shrapnel.
So this is still anyone's game right now with under 4 to go. And it looks like the Breakout Spa drawing a penalty on that D side of the field, which is really going to open the door right now for Scorpions to try to tie this game up. Scorpions gets Maximus into D3, and he is screaming cross field.
We saw Maximus playing the wall bunker all last event. I don't think he's been up there. Maybe he's been up there once in this match, the first match that Scorpions has played today.
Well, there's just 2 players left alive right now, as you can see. Now we're looking at here at the Scorpions. See right here, this guy's searching. Look at that, up over the top. You can always tell by the posture what players want to do. Looking, trying to figure out where those last 2 bodies are. If we could switch to the other side, as we see them trying to close out, get to that 50 wall. That's Carl Samuelson.
But it's still 5 guys from Scorpions Milano alive versus only 2 guys from Breakout Spa.
Yeah, I like this move Maximus has made over here on the Dorito side. He's in this Dorito, or this 50 wall bunker. made the move around the 40 Dorito to get into that. It's putting pressure on the snake wall bunker, talking back to his teammates, letting him know where he's at, looking for support now as he's going to get it. And he's going to look to make a move onto Breakout side of the field. But definitely things have slowed down there. You can see that battle that Saban has with one of the last remaining players of Breakout. And Maximus does now make his move on the Dorito side. So good Dorito side push. And the last player for Breakout's going to get taken out. So nice job. Unfortunately, say for Breakout, that penalty coming on the Dorito side, pulling out Archie Monomer.
Worst time. Was it on Archie?
No, Archie got pulled.
Okay.
Got pulled in that
just
penalty.
Horrible timing, though, for Breakout to be getting a penalty. I mean, they're up by 1. Not a lot of time left. And if you get that penalty, I mean, you're pretty much assuring that you're going to tie this game up here.
And they had a good field spread, yeah.
Yeah, and Coach Todd Martinez, for Breakout spot, having a little bit of faith in his last 2 players, giving them a little bit of time to try to get a couple kills to even it up before conceding that point. But still, 2 minutes and 34 seconds left to go, all tied up at 3 apiece.
But it was Scorpions Milano, again, staying with 5 guys alive off the break, the first 30 seconds, not doing anything stupid, and just really taking advantage of the penalty then, yeah?
Yeah, the thing that I'm seeing out of Scorpion, and I'm going to probably, I'd say, give credit to their Norwegian, or I'm sorry, Swedish leadership, is that you don't see the young guys in that team, after they see those kills, make any super crazy moves or throw their bodies away. You know, and watching them play in Barcelona and watching them play here, they stay on their guns and they stay composed. They don't make the moves that we've seen. We've seen GK make, or we've seen PP Arena make, where they, you know, they don't check off on things, and you see one body just streak down the field and get torched, and be like, oh, well, if he just would have checked off on this spot here or that spot there, he would have known he could have made this move. So, I mean, hats off to the Scorpion players, both their veterans and their younger guys, for just, you know, playing a composed game when they get up on those bodies and, you know, seeing a penalty. A lot of people see that and they just, oh, hey, let's rush down the field. But they're doing a really good job of keeping themselves composed and pulling that game out to tie it up.
So there, Scorpions Milano on your screen. There's Newt, as well as Saban in the red headband. You got Sima over there as well.
But at the beginning of the game, I said I think Breakout will do it because they played so aggressive the last few practices I've seen them, or the DPL.
Gun check.
Looks like the refs are coming in for another gun check here.
Yeah. Oh, let's get somebody.
So now that they have done it one time, is now if they find a hot gun, he's out?
Well,
I don't know.
Tomorrow.
No, I think they give him, I think that's tomorrow. I think they give him, if they find a hot gun, you have a minute to go and get a new gun.
I mean, I'm pretty sure no one goes on the feeder with 320, but you can sometimes have like 302 or 301 or 303.
Yeah, you know what? You never know. Anything's possible.
Okay.
So, no players needing to switch out guns. And we're going to get this game started here in 3 seconds. There you have Scorpions on your screen. Breakout towards the snake side. Going short to that God bunker, that mini wall. Breakout losing her body over here, the runner on the Doritos. So good shooting off the break by Scorpion as they secondary up to the wall and over on that Dorito side. So Breakout, one body down off the break, kind of in the pocket. No team in the snake side yet. There you have the back center players for for Breakout.
But Scorpion's taking really good bunkers, still being with 5 guys on the field, being in the wall bunker, center 50, being in Dorito 2, being in Dorito corner, moving forward now to Dorito 3.
Yeah, Max making some moves over here.
And pretty much you have a lot of guns from Breakout shooting cross now for the Doritos, which probably leaves room open. We see what's happening with Scorpions Milano on the snake side.
You can see there's Max Lundquist on the D side, getting in good position. Has a back player right behind him in D1. And then you can see the omnipresent stand-up temple. Well, all teams always having somebody in there, but now Max makes his move up. There's Max on your screen. Past the 50-yard line on to Breakout side of field. He gets 1. So just 3 players left alive right now for Breakout spot. Not a lot of time left. Max Lundquist trying to win this game right now.
Almost shot Archie.
I thought Archie did get shot there. You saw something spray off. Archie's still alive. Battling now. Trying to stave off the attack by Maximus. Is there coming up on a minute 10?
But still it would help if the Scorpions guy would, but they just did that. Come a little bit
You can see Max
further
there on
behind
the screen.
Yeah.
Max, because if Max is taking so much attention on him, if he's getting shot, like pretty much the whole attack that he just built would fall back.
No, absolutely, Pat. You're absolutely right. I would love to see, and you can see that's Breakout's back line. You can't see Archie. He's in that tower there on the top of your screen.
Yeah, Archie's in this tower right here.
And I would really like to see Scorpions advancing down the snake now a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't know that they really have anyone there.
Carl's going to come drop the hammer on the last player, shoots out Archie, and that is going to force Breakout Spa to concede the point. But what an amazing job by Max Lundqvist on the D side, really the one who broke things open here for Scorpions to put that 4th point on the board. And you can see there's a frustrated Todd Martinez at his team's performance right here in the beginning of this tournament, shaking his head.
Should he thrown the towel a little bit sooner? Like maybe 10 seconds sooner, because it was 5 on 3, and they were like in the center. They were in the snake.
As soon as I see my 3rd body drop, I'm conceding the point. He probably didn't have to let it go to where Archie got bunkered, unless Todd saw something that he was yell at a ref. But he's not freaking out anybody but his players, and you can see Archie in there too, screaming. So yeah, if I was Todd, I probably would have. As soon as I saw that 3rd body, that 1st body fall out of that mini W, I would have immediately conceded the point and probably saved another 10 to 15 seconds.
Yeah. Well, you
You
can
know,
see him. He's basically yelling at his guys. He's like, I can't fight back when they're on our side of the field, and I'm just hiding, stuck back there. We got to get somebody to go get him.
And I can appreciate him saying that, but you have the opportunity. Max made that move by himself.
Yeah.
He made that. Archie, could Archie have done that? Probably.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Max. He sees the initiative. He saw the move and he made it. But yeah, I agree. I mean, he just took it upon himself to be the aggressor, to be the one dictating the action.
Looking back on that point, it almost say Scorpions played that point to win. It looked like Breakout played it to see. Let's see what happens on the break and then go from there. Because after they lost their body in the break, they didn't try to move out of any of their spots.
Yeah.
They just sat there.
And that's got to be a little frustrating, because if I'm Coach Todd over there, I'm going to be flipping out.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
Look at him.
No, but I mean, Scorpions went to the Dorito corner, which in my opinion is a little bit safer bunker to make. Yeah, they went in there. They had guns drawn on him, and then Max from like a semi-attacker positions in like the big Aztec bunker. He made the attack. He went to Dorito 1, Dorito 2, and went forward. And pretty much we talked about him being like in Dorito 5 or something, and still his guys being a little bit further behind him. So pretty much Max just was his point.
Yeah, and Carl finally came through the center to close the door at the end of the point.
Yes.
Which probably could have happened maybe a little bit earlier.
Or they shouldn't have happened at all. I would just, if anything, if you see that happen, slow it down a little bit so that way there's less time in the game.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't necessarily need to do that move, but...
And Bütgenbacher, he went, instead of Scorpions, when they went to the corner, Bütgenbacher went to, like Manuel, to Dorito 1 off the break and got shot,
but again, it's just, he was going out there really playing intense and playing smart and getting that, taking that ground, forcing Breakout Spa to react to the things he was doing and really put them in a bad spot. Not surprising, honestly, been a star on many top-level pro teams throughout the years, aimed at Scorpions. They brought him in, the guys from Italy, and they were like, hey, let's get a good run at this, and brought in his boys from the rest of some of the hard hitters from Scandinavia. So back into here, what could be the last point? Can Breakout Spa try to score to tie it up, or will the Scorpions hold them off?
Well, Breakout Spa's already down 3 bodies, so unless something major happens here, 4 bodies, only 1 body left for Breakout, and he's all alone by himself in the 50 snake.
But he's an outstanding snake player. See him?
He shoots 2. It was a 5-on-1. It was a 5-on-1, and he shot
happened?
2. They conceded the point. It's over.
They conceded the point?
I don't know. I thought I heard a horn go off.
Was it a penalty?
It could have been a penalty. I'm not sure what happened.
No, I thought I saw a penalty assessed on the Scorpions. Yeah.
Well, Scorpions shot 4 Breakout players, and it was a 5-on-1. And if that was Ducharme or Axel shot 2 of the 5. And then everyone kind of just stopped playing. So you can see the clock is stopped, and the refs are out there right now.
Well, that's Carl there from the Scorpions on your left.
Well, either way,
red beanie.
If it's there's 3 bodies left alive. There's still one body over here on the Dorito side for Scorpion. So I don't know.
Yeah, Seamei's not even moving.
But if it's in the
here.
last 60 seconds,
a major? Is it 2
if
for
it's a major?
Oh, it's a major, and it's going to be on the
automatic
Scorpions.
point
automatic point is going to go to Breakout Spa. So we got a tie game.
So
4 seconds left, which means almost assuredly, for sure, there's going to be going to an overtime period.
It was a 5-on-1. Scorpion shot 4 players. Now I wonder this player that got the penalty.
But Quentin, like their snake attacker, that's at the beginning of the game. I said, like,
was that Quentin or was that Axel?
No, Quentin ran down the snake. I mean, he ran into snake 2 off the break and just didn't stop.
So recap, Game-changing play, a major penalty on Scorpions Milano. They have sufficient players, but an automatic point given to Breakout Spa.
Well, there you go. The story told by our head ref Jabba.
Man.
Which then, again, ties it up. So if I'm Breakout Spa, I'm going to be happy that the paintball gods have shined down and gave us an opportunity here to see if they can take advantage of that.
And they might have to start with...
I don't think
No,
so.
they had
still had
sufficient
guys
amount
alive.
of, yeah, they had enough players to pull, so.
What's your opinion now on the rule? I mean, we have 4 seconds left.
I don't know why they're. I mean, yeah, there is.
They start the point now,
so
but obviously nothing's going to happen. Why don't I just go into overtime?
Well, the reason that they're doing this now, and I talked to the refs about this actually at our last event in the NXL. I was like, why are we doing this? And he said, well, if there's a major penalty assessed just like we saw,
like that, then it will
be a swing point. Which I still kind of argued a little bit. I'm like, well, you know, we can't even. To me, the length of a point, I understand where they're coming from with that major penalty, but to me, the time should be how long it would physically take to run from one side of the field to the other, because then that's how actually physically how long it would take to score a point. Anything under that, it should just go to the next point.
Well, they did put time back on the clock, so we do have 9 instead of 4 seconds. It is 9 seconds left to play in this tied-up.
But still 9 seconds. I think that's.
So these teams are going to run out and just try to play clean here and reset and head to overtime.
Which we will have happen as time does expire in this match. I think another, and the only other situation where I think, you know, and playing in this situation would be, say there were no bodies left alive for Scorpion and they had to start with 3. And if I've got 9 seconds, 5 on 3, I'm going to probably, you know what, I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to risk you running to their side of the field, and maybe you can hit that buzzer.
Well, we have seen 11-second points this year, so, I mean, that's right around the edge of physical possibility, I believe. So here's
Todd freaking out.
Yeah, so
we
basically
put a parental advisor here.
yeah, parental advisory anytime we put the cameras in the pits, cover your children's ears.
Well, you know what, this just goes to show, I mean, Todd he's upset because he called a play, it sounds like, for this 9 seconds, and his players didn't execute it.
Yeah, and he basically said you don't just go out there and do whatever you want. Which, you know, he's got a point. Man.
Absolutely.
There's a reason why you have a coach. It's not like Todd doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a master at the game coming and willing to help you, listen to what he has to say. He's there for your best interest.
Yeah,
I mean,
and trust me, Todd doesn't know that like there's a microphone there, and especially
I don't think Todd cares.
I don't think he cares.
He would know.
He has to get to his players. Yeah,
he knows better than most.
He's trying. He's trying to get his point across.
Yes.
And as we well know, I mean, Todd's an emotional hype guy, and he's going to let you know what he's thinking about something. And now we're talking to Archie right now.
In my opinion, if they play really strong, for example, like Quentin, like he played the snake before, I haven't seen him play the snake like that until the last point, and they used to play the snake like that every point, the last weekend. So I don't know why they play a little bit so defensive.
I think they're getting a little bit of a slow start. We saw Breakout get a little bit of a slow start at the last event.
Absolutely.
But then that was, then they took off they went off to the races after that, scoring around, I think it was 20 or 22 unanswered points after that first loss that they took. They got a little bit of a break here. They got a little bit of a break here, so Todd's still losing his mind over there, trying to get his guys to do what they need to do here. But they're in overtime. They have a chance to win this. Let's see if they can get out there and execute.
He was not happy with the move that Moritz made. I know what it was, but Moritz is on the field, so it couldn't have been so bad. He just has to get his point across. 5 guys alive for Breakout. And see again, Quentin now getting into Snake 2 off the break.
And it looks like Scorpions lose Nuke. I believe they're most consistent player here.
And look at him go all the way.
Duchesne is just chalking up kills out of the Snake right now. He's got to stay alive, though. He's got to stay alive.
He's going to pull this out for the team. He's going to get himself a 3-pack at least.
So Duchesne finally taken out, but that's what I was saying. He already did his work. He could have just posted up there all the way on the opposite side of the field. Now you're seeing Saban trying to do damage control. Barely any bodies left for the Scorpions. We'll see if Breakout Spa getting a gift to get into overtime here with that major penalty assessed on Scorpions, and right now trying to win this game here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was Todd just yelling at Ducharme to get in the snake and do some work, and he's all amped up. He's, I'll do it for Todd. Let's go, baby. So 2 bodies.
But you saw from Breakout, because their strong side is also the Rito side with Manuel and Archie, but they didn't commit anyone running out at all at the Breakout. And then 10 seconds later, you see him like in the Rito 3, yeah?
Well, I think that the big problem for the Scorpions was they let
Quentin
just get in the snake and do whatever he wanted to. They didn't put any pressure on him.
Or they just missed.
He's a missile. Like from the European players, he's one of the top 2, 3 guys who could play a snake. Yeah.
So
Well-
this is an important time right now. Breakout, if this time expires, they're going to win this one because you know it's about field progression here.
But it's Breakout has 3 guys alive. I don't know why 3 guys.
So Breakout is now on Scorpion side of the
Well,
field.
well,
They do have 4 guys.
Well, on our screen right now, you're looking at the Scorpions. So they have a player here in the mini wall, and then they also have another player here, back corner bunker on the D side. And they're just trying to hold off the attack here from Breakout Spot. Breakout Spot loses a body, though, past the 5-yard line, just throwing it away right now.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
But finally Breakout advanced further down the snake. But it's Alan who's like super solid in the snake. But he's usually there for cleaning off the field. But he's a little bit playing, in my opinion, a little bit too slow. Because what we talked before, where Archie was just outstanding, going forward, like taking all the fire and then slowing down the game. You just saw Manuel doing really his work, and then at the end just getting shot. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Archie's gunfighting kind of the way he is, because you say knowing this rule now, 30 seconds left to go in this game, whatever team has the most bodies alive is going to win. And with Breakout, right?
I think it's actually because we won versus MLKings last event, because we were further down the field as well.
Yeah,
And Archie gets a shot on Saban, or
There's
excuse me.
14 seconds left only, but Breakout has better positions further down the field. So
Yeah, this
I
game's
think
over.
that's the first
And
tiebreaker.
then Archie's going to shoot the last guy and go and stuff on that
And
buzzer.
still gets it.
And he's going to take the victory here in overtime. And excited Archie Montemayor. Bertson also out there. And
So nice job by Archie. And then Ducharme to blow that game open. Might have thrown his body away. We're in a little bit of disagreement on how he should have done that at the beginning, but still got himself in that 50 snake and shot at least 2, maybe even 3 bodies there, on the Scorpion side. So congratulations to our main man Todd and Breakout to pull that game out.
yeah, well, I'll tell you what bodes well for Breakout is they get this victory here, not looking good doing it. I mean, they really made a lot of mistakes out there. They really got off to a slow start. Scorpions look pretty good. I mean, Scorpions made some mistakes of their own, but if they hadn't got that major penalty, they'd be walking away with this victory here,
Absolutely.
giving that gift to Breakout. But as we can see here in the pits,
It's
listen,
They're
know.
still arguing.
You said back left for sure.
Yes.
Was back left and money then?
Yes, I know that. I didn't know the G count. They walk off on the snake side.
Why you say orange?
so basically, Archie's saying, look, they're walking off on the snake side, so snake guys and guys on that side of the field count the bodies that are walking off.
Yeah.
On the D side, it should not be your responsibility on the D side of the field
Hey, guys,
to
we gotta
keep the
shake their
count. That's the snake side's responsibility, because the snake side is on the pit side, and the pit is where your opponents need to go. So, but still, big congratulations here to also the MLKings, as we don't forget about them in the demolishing game that they had against London Nexus. 5-0 was the score there, and a big congratulations to Breakout Spa squeaking out a win here against Scorpions Milano in overtime. Thank you guys so much here for joining us. Second stop on the Millennium Tour here in Europe. We're in Bitburg, Germany for the European Masters. GoSports.com. I'm Matty Marshall with Patrick Warble and Nick Sloviak. We'll be right back.